Going beyond fear begins when we examine our fear, our anxiety, nervousness, concern, and restlessness. If we look into our fear, if we look beneath its veneer, the first thing we find is sadness beneath the nervousness. Nervousness is cranking up and vibrating all the time. When we slow down, when we relax with our fear, we find sadness, which is calm and gentle. Sadness hits you in your heart, and your body produces a tear. Before you cry, there's a feeling in your chest, and then after that, you produce tears in your eyes. You are about to produce rain or a waterfall in your eyes, and you feel sad and lonely and perhaps romantic at the same time. That is the first tip of fearlessness. It's the first sign of real warriorship. You might think that when you experience fearlessness, you will hear the opening to Beethoven's Fifth Symphony or see a great explosion in the sky. But it doesn't happen that way. In the Shambhala tradition, discovering fearlessness comes from working with the softness of the human heart. The birth of the warrior is like the first growth of a reindeer's horns. At first, the horns are very soft and almost rubbery, and then they have little hairs growing on them. They're not yet horns, they're just sloppy growths. Then as the reindeer ages, the horns grow stronger, developing points, 10 or more. Fearlessness at the beginning is like those rubbery horns. They look like horns, but you can't quite fight with them. When a reindeer first grows its horns, it doesn't know what to use them for. It must feel very awkward to have those soft, lumpy growths on your head. But then the reindeer begins to realize that it should have horns, that horns are a natural part of being a reindeer. In the same way, when a human being first gives birth to the tender heart of warriorship, he or she may feel extremely awkward or uncertain about how to relate to this fearlessness. But then, as you experience the sadness more and more, you realize that human beings should be tender and open, so you no longer need to feel shy or embarrassed about being gentle. In fact, your softness begins to become passionate. You would like to extend yourself to others and communicate with them. When tenderness evolves in that direction, then you can truly appreciate the world around you. Sense perceptions become very interesting things. You are so tender and open already that you cannot help opening yourself to what takes place all around you. When you see red or green or yellow or black, you respond to it from the bottom of your heart. When you see someone else crying or laughing or being afraid, you respond to that as well. At that point, your beginning level of fearlessness is developing further into warriorship. When you begin to feel comfortable being a gentle and decent person, your reindeer horns no longer have little hairs growing on them. They are becoming real horns. Situations become very real, quite real, and on the other hand, quite ordinary. Fear evolves into fearlessness naturally, very simply, and quite straightforwardly. The ideal of warriorship is that the warrior should be sad and tender, and because of that, the warrior can be brave as well. Without that heartfelt sadness, bravery is brittle, like a china cup. If you drop it, it will break, or at least chip. But the bravery of the warrior is like a lacquered cup, which has a wooden base covered with layers of lacquer. If the cup drops, it will bounce rather than break. It is soft and hard at the same time. So I wanted to share this because I feel that many people are saying, like, I cry every time I see the monks and I don't know why. Two things are happening. You're experiencing their warriorship, and it's opening your heart, your tender heart, maybe for the first time, or maybe for the first time in a long time. And so your heart has been guarded. And you're also, I'm just saying from my experience of being in the presence of someone who is boundaryless, and that means that they don't have walls around their heart, like being in the presence of Ram Dass or Radhanath Swami, you feel this unconditional love and it's real. You're actually experiencing it vibrationally. And there's this heart connection because being a spiritual warrior, the warriors that they are opening up this invisible tie, kind of like the bracelets they're giving. Like you're tied to them. You don't even know you're tied to them, but you are, because they're offering themselves to everyone because they're so generous. It's really such an incredible thing. So I just wanted to share that reading. And by the way, this book is Shambhala, The Sacred Path of the Warrior. And if you're following at all the Walk for Peace, it's right on. I mean, this book, it's based on Buddhism, but it's not like a Buddhist book. They call it a non-secular way of looking at warriorship and the path to peace. It blows my mind how this is just a parallel to exactly what's happening right now. I'm so grateful. It needs to happen. It's a miracle. To me, it's a miracle what's happening right now. Bhikkhu Punakara, I hope I'm saying his name right. He is the head venerable monk who does all the Dharma talks, and he just glows like the sun. He's incredible. And I really hope that what I feel is happening is really happening. I think it is. So I hope this is helpful. If you're interested in anything about what's happening and want to reach out to me, please do. I'm not asking for you to subscribe or follow. I just wanted to share what's in my heart and this resonance I'm feeling with not just the monks and Aloka, but also with the community that's coming together and is being so moved by this mission for peace. So thank you. Thank you for being part of that movement. May you be well, happy, and peaceful.